We are here today outside the headquarters of the British security firm G4S to demand freedom for the Palestinian hunger strikers, Mohammed Alan and Uday Stati, who have been without food or any nutrients for 39 days today. Their lives are in critical condition. Both have been caged by Israel for over 8 months without charge and without trial. The British company G4S is complicit in Israel's crimes against Palestinian prisoners, as it serves many of the dungeons Palestinians are caged and tortured in. This protest was organized in coordination with our friends at the Prisoner Centers for Studies in Gaza as part of a joint protest with one they held earlier this week in Gaza to show global united solidarity with the hunger strikers, Mohammed Alan and Uday Stati. 31 years old, Mohammed Alan is a lawyer from Nablus in the occupied West Bank. The occupation soldiers abducted him on the 6th of November 2014, and he has been caged since then without a charge or trial under Israel's illegal practice of administrative detention, whereby Palestinians are caged indefinitely under rolling administrative detention orders without any charge or trial. In total, Mohammed has suffered 3 years in Israeli prisons with several administrative orders having been issued against him. Mohammed Alan went on hunger strike after the occupation, again renewed his administrative detention. As punishment for refusing food, he had been locked up in isolation confinement at Ayala prison near Tel Aviv. He has lost well over 10 kilograms and is suffering severe stomach pains. Uday Stati is from Jenin refugee camp. Stati had been caged without charge or trial since last November 2014 under administrative detention at Israel's notorious G4S secure dungeon at Ketziot in the Negev desert. G4S provides and maintains the entire security system that keeps this hellhole operational. Stati went on hunger strike after the occupation again renewed his administrative detention. As punishment for refusing food, he has been transferred to Eshel prison and locked up in solitary confinement, with severe measures being imposed on him. He is not being permitted to bathe for more than 2 weeks now and is being refused a change of clothes. Vindictively, the Israeli jailers also took away his Holy Quran during the month of Ramadan. Stati is suffering extreme pain in his joints and can hardly move, but the prisoners are refusing him a wheelchair. Prisoners go on hunger strike, putting their lives at risk and in danger as a last resort, as the only form of non-violent protest available for them. It's their last method of peaceful resistance to Israel's criminal policies towards the prisoners. Mohammed and Uday went on hunger strike to protest against Israel's illegal policy of administrative detention, to demand an end to being caged indefinitely without charge or trial. The Palestinian hunger striker, Khadr Adnan, who won his freedom 2 weeks ago after 55 days of hunger strike, had simply demanded Israel put him on trial if he had done anything wrong, or otherwise release him. After 55 days without food, when he was close to death, Israel finally relented and released him. We are here to demand Israel also release the hunger strikers Mohammed Alan and Uday Stati, and for Israel to end its illegal practice of administrative detention, of caging people indefinitely without charge or trial, here to demand the British company G4S stop its complicity in Israel's crimes against Palestinian prisoners, to stop helping secure the torture dens and dungeons where Palestinians, political prisoners, some as young as 12 years old, are being tortured and caged. Shame on you, G4S!
Shame on you, G4S!
Shame on you, G4S!
Shame on you, G4S!
End administrative detention!
End administrative detention now!
Shame on you, Israel!
Shame on you, Israel!
Shame on you, Israel!
Shame on you, Israel!
Free Muhammad Allan and free O'Day Statey!
Free the prisoners now!
Free Palestine!
I want to explain what administrative detention is. Administrative detention is a practice used by Israel to imprison Palestinians indefinitely without charge or trial. Prisoners are given rolling detention orders, which can be anything from 1 to 6 months, renewable indefinitely. Such practice is against international law. For example, administrative detainees Bezem Nettin has been locked up cumulatively for nearly 10 years without charge or trial. Mohammed Alam has been in total recaged for 3 years under different administrative detention orders without charge or trial. Detention orders are based on so-called secret information which never needs to be produced either to the detainee nor their lawyer. Administrative detention is often used to arbitrarily jail Palestinians where there is no evidence for a trial. It is also used for punishment, as in the case of 8 Palestinian MPs who are currently caged in Israeli dungeons to punish them for their political stance. Palestinian prisoners' rights group Adamir have documented many cases where the detainees themselves will say that administrative detention is actually far worse than a fixed sentence, be that 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or whatever, and why. With a fixed sentence, you know when you're going home. A prisoner knows when he goes home. It could be 10 years or 15 years down the line, but they know when they're going home. Not with an administrative detention. They have documented many cases where prisoners or detainees have been literally leaving the prison, walking out of the prison with their bags in their hands after their administrative detention order has expired, with their family waiting on the other side. And the Israelis have handed the detainee another administrative detention order, and they have to go back into the cell to recommence another administrative detention order. Now this is a form of psychological torture for not only the detainee but also their families. Israel has on average issued over 2,000 detention orders every year between 2007 and 2011. Today there are around 450 administrative detainees. Most of them, like Mohammed Alam and Uday Statey, have been transferred from the West Bank into Israel in contravention of Article 76 of the 4th Geneva Convention, with their families being prevented from visiting them. Statistics from last year revealed that G4S secures most of the prisons where Israel cages administrative detainees. Last year, 86% of administrative detainees were caged in G4S secured Israeli prisons. So G4S is totally complicit in Israel's crimes against Palestinian prisoners, including administrative detention. We call for an end to Israel's illegal policy of administrative detention, and for G4S to stop its complicity in crimes against Palestinian political prisoners, some of which are children as young as 12 years old. Shame on you, G4S! Shame on you, G4S! Shame on you, G4S! Shame on you, G4S! End administrative detention! Bring our prisoners down! Shame on you, Israel!
Shame on you, Israel!
Shame on you, Israel! Shame on you, Israel! Free Mohammed Alam and Uday Statey! Free our
stop political prisoners now!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Okay,
Tell me, you guys, what are you doing here today?
we have travelled all the way from Australia to say and show our support for Palestine.
And
We wholeheartedly support the boycott of G4S because of the amount of damage they're doing to the nation of Palestine and Palestinian children.
now tell me about the struggle for Palestinian rights in Australia. Are you involved in that?
We most certainly are. We're members of the BDS group in Adelaide who hand out leaflets and do many other activities to support BDS and the boycott of Israel in and around South Australia and Adelaide.
Yes.
Okay, well, it's super to see you. Thank you for coming along today, and all the very best. Bye.